And good morning, everyone. I'm Ariane Aramburo here with Alaska's news source at our digital desk. We are about to listen in on Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance. She's going to be addressing public safety and also highlighting the Safer Streets actions of her new administration. So this press conference is scheduled to start here in just a few minutes. 10 o'clock, it's supposed to go about 30 minutes. And again, Mayor LaFrance holding that press conference to address public safety. She's got several community leaders, a few. Anchorage Police Chief Sean Case is going to be there. Anchorage Fire Chief Doug Schrage, Municipal Manager Becky Wint Person, Municipal Attorney Eva Gardner, Deputy Chief Gina Burrington with APD, Lieutenant Brian Fuchs with APD, Special Assistant Farina Brown, who deals with the Homelessness and Health Officer Ruth Adolph, and Social Worker Tanya Vandenbos. Again, we've got our crews there. They are setting up. We should be having this press conference in just a few minutes, so stand by. Again, Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance, where she is going to address public safety. And you're looking at a live picture while we wait for them to start. Again, Suzanne LaFrance addressing public safety and going to be highlighting the Safer Streets actions of her new administration. And once they come on, we'll of course give you audio there, but just stand by. Thanks for joining us.
Where would be to mention a whole
And again, everyone, if you're just joining us here on our live streaming, we are at a press conference where Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance is talking about public safety. She's highlighting her Safer Streets actions of her new administration. They are at the AFD Regional Training Center, which is off of Airport Heights Drive. You can see she's there at the podium getting some notes together, but again, they will be addressing the public, and this is supposed to last about 30 minutes. Of course, we'll keep it here, so we want you all to tune in and stay with us for Mayor LaFrance's press conference. And again, we apologize there for a little bit of that camera movement. We are going to stay live with this press conference as we don't want to miss once the mayor gets up to the podium. If you're just joining us here live streaming, this is a live press conference that's going to get underway here in just a little bit. It's going to be about 30 minutes is what we're told. They are all at the AFD Regional Training Center. It is Mayor Suzanne LaFrance talking about public safety, highlighting the Safer Streets actions of her administration. She says public safety is the foundation to build a stronger and more resilient Anchorage. She will be joined by several community members. There's about 8 or 9 of them. One of them, Police Chief Sean Case with APD. We have the Anchorage Fire Chief, Doug Schrage, among other people, municipal managers, municipal attorneys. So we're just going to stand by here. We hope you guys stay with us for our live streaming as Mayor LaFrance will address the public here shortly.
All right, getting the thumbs up. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. I'm honored to be here to share the work our team has been doing since July 1st to foster safer streets and trails for our community. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We have some big challenges in front of us when it comes to public safety, but keeping the public safe is my #1 responsibility as mayor, and I take this very seriously. My top priority for the first 100 days, and we are only on day 80, has been to build a strong team to make real progress on Anchorage's challenges and take advantage of our opportunities. Today I am excited to share public safety updates from senior leadership at the municipality. First, I'm happy to report that APD's command structure is fully staffed. Chief Case assumed his role as chief on July 1st of this year. As you no doubt have noticed, his commitment to communication and outreach with the community, training, best practices, and the men and women who serve at APD is evident. In August, Chief Case held a ceremony to recognize and honor the advancement of 9 members of the Anchorage Police Department. Though the promotions come with more sleepless nights and more responsibility, these APD members are dedicated to creating a community where everybody matters. They lead with service, excellence, gratitude, and honor. The promotions include 2 new deputy chiefs at APD. Deputy Chief of Operations Brian Wilson is described by his colleagues as intelligent and unflappable. He served as APDA president during the 2017 collective bargaining agreement, fighting for good benefits for his brothers and sisters. Deputy Chief of Administration Gina Burrington is the first female deputy chief at APD. Deputy Chief Burrington's years of dedication are invaluable to our community, and she is described as a leader who takes great care of her team members. The other officers who received promotions are Captain of Administration Craig Evans, Captain of Patrol Amanda Fisher, Lieutenant of Special Victims and Crimes Against Children Units Ken Bashu, Lieutenant of Day Shift Patrol Mike Farr, Lieutenant of Community Action Policing, Mobile Intervention Team and Intel Units Brian Fuchs, Patrol Sergeant Dave Aldridge, and Patrol Sergeant Carrie Wong. Thanks to all of you for continuing to serve our community in your new roles. This Friday, Anchorage Fire Department Chief Doug Schrage will promote Brian Parch to Deputy Chief. Parch has served the department since 2000 and as Assistant Fire Chief since August 2022. He is highly regarded as a superb fire officer and community leader. I want to thank Chief Case and Chief Schrage for elevating these leaders and building out the teams that make Anchorage safe. Having strong leadership at the top of our public safety departments is mission critical to training, consistency, and delivering quality public safety services to our community. Part of our municipality's public safety system includes the important relationship between law enforcement and our municipal prosecutor's office. Our prosecutors are the ones that hold people accountable for misdemeanors and other public safety threats. But throughout our community-driven transition into office, we heard repeatedly about how both victims of crime and law enforcement were suffering due to understaffing in the prosecutor's office. Not only does understaffing really stress the people who are putting in the hard work, but it contributes to a public perception that wrongdoers face no consequences. A fully staffed prosecutor's office is as key to community safety as retention on the police force. That means better training, more support, and enough capable, qualified people to do these critical jobs. To solve that problem, I am happy to announce that through the efforts of Municipal Attorney Eva Gardner, we are bringing on former Municipal Attorney Dennis Wheeler to lead the department as Municipal Prosecutor. Mr. Wheeler is widely regarded as being an outstanding, effective, and hardworking attorney and supervisor, bringing more than 30 years of experience practicing law in Alaska. He will take on the critical task of revitalizing the Municipal Prosecutor's Office. Current Municipal Prosecutor Dustin Pearson, who has 13 years of experience in the office, will take on a new key role focused on training and mentoring attorneys as we reinvest in and bolster the office's capabilities. The Criminal Division has continued to function because of the dedicated efforts of its current attorneys and staff, including the current Municipal Prosecutor, all of whom deserve sincere gratitude for their efforts. Part of addressing Anchorage's challenges is ensuring safety for all. Under the leadership of Chief Sean Case, APD has implemented a new pilot program to reach those unhoused, the Homeless Outreach Prevention and Engagement, or HOPE team. We are excited that the HOPE program is part of our larger homelessness strategy led by Farina Brown. People experiencing homelessness are far more likely to become victims of crime. The HOPE team consists of a sworn crisis intervention trained officer and a social work navigator who work together to connect people experiencing homelessness to services and housing while improving community safety for all. The HOPE team can intervene in short-term crises and build toward long-term solutions. It helps people access health care, substance misuse, and mental health treatment, and reduce the likelihood of harmful interactions with businesses, law enforcement, and the general public. This team plays a unique role in connecting with people who are sleeping outside in encampments. We know that some camps reach a level where outreach organizations do not feel safe engaging. The HOPE team is equipped to connect people in these unsafe situations to the resources to exit them from homelessness. The HOPE program establishes connections, identifies safety gaps, gathers resources, and provides realistic solutions. It offers efficient and cost-effective help for those who face significant barriers on the path to housing. In just the first 45 days of this program, the HOPE team engaged with more than 164 Anchorage citizens, connecting 18 individuals to housing and linking dozens to valuable resources through partner agencies like the Anchorage Coalition to End Homelessness. The HOPE team will continue to build relationships with community partners and give feedback about which services and strategies are most effective at helping to break the cycle of homelessness. Because of the program's unique structure and success, we are hopeful about the possibility of a second HOPE team coming online next year. Overall, the program represents a crucial collaboration between the Anchorage Police Department, social services, nonprofits, and health providers, and is already connecting those who are unhoused to housing while enhancing overall public safety in our city. I look forward to even more innovation and positive steps from APD. Part of ensuring public safety is preparing for events that are out of our control. While we can't change the weather, we can rise to meet it. I want to highlight the work our municipal departments are doing to better prepare and respond to emergencies, from wildfire danger to major snow events. The mountains and wilderness mean home for me. I'm happiest outside in our community's stunning backyard, but raising a family on Lower Hillside and representing South Anchorage on the Assembly for 6 years also means constant awareness of the vulnerability we face from wildfire. The potential for a major wildfire in the municipality is a very big and very real risk. The threat of wildfires came up in the community-driven transition process. Our stakeholders identified overwhelmingly fire risk on the Anchorage hillside and called for wildfire coordination. I'm thrilled to announce that Chief Schrage and the Anchorage Fire Department have created a new wildfire coordination position. John Glover will serve in this role. He will be responsible for coordinating all wildfire-related activities within the Anchorage Fire Department. That includes developing and implementing strategies for wildfire prevention, coordinating training programs for fire personnel, and improving community outreach so residents in our community are well informed and prepared for wildfire risks. Glover brings a wealth of experience and a strong commitment to wildfire prevention, preparedness, and response, making him an invaluable addition to the team. This action by Chief Schrage and the Anchorage Fire Department responds to community voices we heard over the transition process, as well as the conversations I have heard for years. I want to recognize Chief Schrage and express my gratitude for the support of Senator Murkowski in securing funding for AFD's mitigation efforts, including bringing on an experienced wildland fire manager. Mr. Glover will officially begin his duties as the wildfire coordinator on October 7, 2024. Snow removal has become a significant public safety and equity issue in Anchorage in recent years. We have some real challenges when it comes to snow removal, and we won't be able to address them all this year. We have systematically underfunded our fleet needs for the past 15 years, if not longer. Industry best practices recommends that after 10,000 hours of operation, the engine on a grader should be replaced or overhauled. 17 out of 30 graders are over that threshold. Another challenge is vacancies. Maintenance and operations is currently at a 30% vacancy rate. But we are focused in exploring our opportunities to increase staffing, and we have 7 offers in progress. Municipal Manager Becky Wint-Pearson is leading our snow strategy at the municipality. To break down the siloing of snow expertise, we've convened representatives from departments including street maintenance, traffic engineering, transit, emergency operations, management, parks, project management and engineering, and our innovation team, known as the I-Team. Cross-department working groups were assembled in planning, personnel, fleet, budget, and communications. Ms. Wint-Pearson presented to the Assembly Special Transportation Committee last week about the snow strategy. We are taking action today, from ordering new graders to working to implement GPS on our snow equipment so that residents can track the progress of snow removal. And yes, I just want to let everyone know I am aware that many community members want to name our graders and fleet, and we are taking that into consideration. But changes won't happen overnight. Staffing up takes time, and the equipment we're talking about can take over a year to be delivered. But I can commit that we will do everything we can within the timeline and the resources that we have available. A lot of that comes down to coordination and working with partners at the state and school district. We also understand the community needs clear communication and consistent messaging. We have a team that is identifying all the communication breakdowns from the past few seasons and putting together a plan to address and resolve those concerns. We have brought the best and the brightest people at the municipality together to come up with creative solutions. From hiring and promoting leaders in our public safety departments to effectively deploying public safety resources when it comes to issues like homelessness, to preparing for and responding to safety concerns like fire and snow, the municipality is dedicated to creating safer streets and trails for everyone who calls this place home. Thank you again so much for being here today, and I will turn it back over to Ms. Moser.
We'll do a couple questions, and we can engage our subject matter experts up here, and then folks will be available for one-on-ones after this too. So do we have any questions? Jeff.
What's the policy for helping people who don't want to help or shelter that choose to camp in the parks or places?
So the policy is that being homeless is not illegal. What we will do is engage new resources like the Hope Team, our coalition partners to offer resources, but we fully recognize that not everyone wants to be in a shelter. So we will honor and respect that, but we will also ensure that they are not infringing on public health spaces, and so we will try to help direct them to the appropriate places to be. But I'm not, as the mayor said, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Individuals that don't want to go inside often are the individuals that are creating criminal activity, and so that will be responded to with a public safety response.
Special Assistant Farina Brown. No, I did not introduce. Other questions? Wesley.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know that normally the health department is in charge of sort of connecting homeless people to resources. I'm curious why the police department is that pulling the police away from sort of other standard operations they normally do?
So you're correct. However, we're operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there's a lot of concerns about the activities that are taking place in the homeless camps and within the homeless community. And by concerns, I mean victimization and I mean criminal offenses. And so the police department is the right agency to deal with those. And if we can deal with victimization and crime that's occurring within this population while also connecting to resources, because we are the agency that frequently comes in contact with the population, we're now just adding to the overall plan that the municipality has.
Other questions? Wesley.
I was also curious about the snow plowing plan. You mentioned that there have been more staffing added on to sort of help with that. But you also mentioned that a lot of the equipment could take up to a year to get here. I guess, can citizens expect a change in snow plowing efforts this year based on staffing, or is it really going to rely on getting that equipment up to work?
I'm happy to answer that. And just like the mayor, I won't sugarcoat it. This administration has inherited a number of long lead time items, like challenges with the fleet, that can't be solved in the next 2 months. We're committed to working towards solutions to those problems, but again, there won't be immediate. That said, there is space for us to improve. There's space for us to be strategic about how we recruit staff to make sure that we're at full strength going into the winter. There's space for us to do a better job collaborating, communicating, being creative about solutions, implementing new tools like the GPS tracking. So there are significant challenges we won't be able to overcome going into this winter, but we're going to put all of the resources we have to work to create the solutions we can in the time ahead of us.
All right, any last questions? Jeff.
Just a follow-up. So people are camping in public areas and they aren't overtly committing crimes. Are they going to stay there?
So if someone is committing a crime, that will result in police action. I'm not a law enforcement officer, so at that point, any community member that feels unsafe, any community member that's observing a crime that's happening, that's in progress, that is a 911 if it's an emergency. It's 311 with dispatch if it's something that they're looking for well checked.
All right, thank you. Oh, Rhonda.
I have a question for the mayor. You're just setting up your framework for your administration. Can you talk about some of the biggest challenges, some of the things that have been difficult, and maybe some things you feel good about? Two sides of the coin.
Sure, thank you for the question. So what has been challenging, first off, there is a consistent theme of staffing and high vacancy rates. And those high vacancy rates, like when we talk about snow removal, impact service delivery. So we have been focused on what we can do to make positions more competitive and more attractive, and recruit and definitely retain those folks who are here. So that's a big challenge that we're focused on. And along with staffing is just, overall stabilizing the municipality. There are issues surrounding closing the books. And so getting a handle on, what our finances are has been an area of focus. And then I just have to say, as far as highlights go, this amazing team and the number of people who want to work to make our community a better place to live is something that is inspiring and motivating and really excites me, because I believe, as I mentioned in the remarks, that we've got the best and the brightest, and we're going to make progress, and it's going to take some time because our challenges are significant, but we are fully committed to doing that.
Thank you all so much, and we'll have folks available if you have further questions too.
And we're just wrapping up that press conference with Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance, where she addressed public safety, talked about her Safer Streets actions of her new administration. A couple things to kind of take away and highlight here if you've been joining us or just joining us here for streaming, saying that she wanted to show off her team's work of her administration. She wanted to talk about APD and AFD and some of the promotions that they've made, some of the highlights that have happened since she took office on July 1st, mentioning some promotions within APD, mentioning 2 new deputy chiefs, one being Deputy Chief Gina Burrington, who is actually the first female deputy chief within APD. AFD made some promotions and they're building their team out, also bringing in a wildfire prevention fire manager that was hired on that will start, she mentioned, next month. She brought up the HOPE team, which is a team that goes out in some of these encampments dealing with the short-term crises, getting folks more into long-term recovery, saying they're connecting people to resources. And she says there's hope that a second HOPE team could be established within the next year. She mentioned about issues with winter coming up and snow removal, which has been a big community concern for a lot of people, mentioning some of the graders that they're having to do some maintenance, but again, keeping it realistic, saying, replacing these big equipment won't happen overnight, but they're working towards solutions and things such as that. So again, we do have a reporter that has been covering that scene, or that press conference, rather, investigative reporter Johnson Kuhn. So be sure to keep it here to Alaska's News Source as we have more on this. But again, thanks for joining us. I'm here with Alaska's News Source at our digital desk. I'm Ariane Bureau. Thanks for joining us.